As much of the nation looks on, it's really in a handful of states where this election in November will be decided, and that, of course, includes battleground Wisconsin. News 3 Now's Arman Rahman live at the Capitol with local reaction to this verdict tonight. Arman?
Yeah, Eric, the news of the guilty verdict was really just reaching Capitol Square when I got here, but being so unprecedented, of course, people did have their varying opinions. A Republican man in town for work who I spoke with says that even though he is not thrilled with Trump as his party's candidate, he will not vote for Joe Biden in the November election. Meanwhile, I was the first to deliver the news to a group of young people, young Madisonians who were walking around the Capitol here, and they cheered when they got that news. Here's what both sides had to say.
And I think he should be charged for everything he's done, and hopefully he goes to jail. And on top of that, I think the candidates we have in America right now, it's really just the lesser of two evils.
I'm a little disappointed. As a Republican, my concern, like I mentioned earlier, is I think I'm not sure Trump got a fair trial.
Now, as you said, Eric, this is a battleground state for Wisconsin. Both sides, while that man was sure he'll be voting for Trump in the election, the young people said they're still trying to decide how that's going to go for them come November. And both sides say they will be watching as the sentencing comes down in July. For now, live on Capitol Square, Arman Rahman, News 3 Now.
Arman, thank you. Right now, several political figures are reacting to this historic verdict. Shortly after it was read, Wisconsin GOP Chair Brian Schimming held a news conference at the Capitol. Schimming called the verdict a national embarrassment and ridiculous.
They had to make this conviction happen today because they will lose the election if they don't. And the American people know it. And that's the trouble now the Democrats will have, is they have to go to the people of this country and say, we're willing to weaponize judges, juries, prosecutors, because we can't beat Donald Trump otherwise.
Schimming also says he believes the verdict will help Trump by strengthening the Republican base and sway independent voters.